What's up guys, welcome back. My name is Evan. Today in this video we're going to talk about Hawaii 2021 during that dreadful word that I'm not going to say. Let's check it out. First, let's talk travel requirements. It is imperative that you go to travel.hawaii.gov and create an account and fill out the information. Hawaii only accepts 2 forms of COVID tests, so it's very specific that you get the right test before you go and within a certain amount of time that they will allow. Also, they'll want to know where you're staying, how long you're staying, and your flight numbers for when you get there and when you leave. If you do not do all this stuff before you get there, you'll be asked to do it before you can even leave the airport. If you do not get COVID tested within a certain amount of hours before arriving, they will ask you to get back on a plane, fly back to wherever you want, get tested there, and then come back. I repeat, you cannot get COVID tested after entering the state. Let's talk vehicle rentals. We knew that we wanted a convertible or a Jeep, something we could put the top down, have fun, enjoy it. So we went through Costco, used our account, and got great discount on that. Also, be aware that during COVID, a lot of the rental car companies sold a lot of their cars. That being said, now that travel is picking back up, they do not have the cars to meet the demand of people traveling. So if you do plan on going and renting a car, make sure to rent a car well in advance before your trip. If you don't, you may not have a car, you may have to taxi everywhere. I even heard of a story of someone who rented a U-Haul to get around. This was my first time going to Hawaii, so not having any experience there, I downloaded the All Trails app on my iPhone and was able to check out local trails in the area, find out the difficulty, the steps, the hours, all that stuff. I highly recommend it. Our first hike was at Lanikai, also known as the Pillbox hike. Once you get to the area, you'll notice that you're in a neighborhood. So you have to park on the street, do not block anyone's driveways. I personally love this hike because it's a very easy hike. The whole thing took about 30 minutes to get up to the top. And then we were able to spend another 30 minutes hanging out, checking out the views. It's a very easy hike. I saw some kids there with flip-flops, stuff like that, walking. Cool thing about the Pillbox hike is it's a great spot for photos. It's easy to get to and the views are incredible. I'm personally a photographer, so my fiance's photos always turn out much better than mine. This is what they look like. Right here, I also wanted to include a little tip for your photos. All right, so if you come right down the side of this one, right here. You want to kind of get like right here and squat, squat down like this. Boom. After your hike, I highly recommend relaxing on the beach right there in Lanikai. It's a beautiful beach. There's tons of paths next to homes right there. So you're not going to get a lot of tourists. You're going to have a lot of locals walking, hanging out, sandy beach, beautiful water. It's a great spot to relax right after your hike. The next hike we did was Koko Head. Koko Head is also about 27 minutes away from Waikiki. It's an easy drive. It's actually a beautiful drive.
This is gonna suck. Looks fun though. This girl's killing it.
Be sure to plan your trip to Koko Head in advance. I know that the All Trails app, many people were saying that during the week they were closed and on the weekend they were open. So it may be one of the hikes that you want to do on the weekend. One of the cool things about Koko Head is it was very easy to find parking. There's a large parking lot below. As you're walking up, you'll hear gunfire. There's a gun range next to it. Don't be alarmed.
Right there's a gun range.
Koko Head is not an easy hike. For me, it took me about 2 hours to get to the top by myself. I think I'm in some sort of decent shape, but let me tell you, it was hard. As I got up to the end, it was cool because there was a lot of places to kind of sit on the side of the railroad tracks, but let me tell you, it was hard. When you get up to the top, it was encouraging for me as being 27 years old to see some of these older people coming down, and I said, hey, I feel like I'm about to die, so it feels great to see somebody else see that you guys did it. I don't recommend this if you are not active hiking, traveling. You do definitely want to bring some water or a camel pack because you will need it. Once I got to the top, I probably sat there for about 45 minutes or an hour just taking the views, catching my breath, enjoying it, getting some of these shots that you see right here. Talking to other people. It was awesome. Be sure to wear sunscreen because you will get burnt. One of my favorite parts about Hawaii was the Kualoa Ranch. I highly recommend going to kualoa.com and looking at their tours and activities. They also have a pretty epic video right there on the front that was created by Devin Supertramp. Through their website, you can book an ATV ride, horseback riding, zip line, e-bike, or even jungle expedition tour. I highly recommend checking it out. We personally did the ATV ride, and let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. I did notice different tours went different directions. So we booked the 2-hour ATV tour. You can hold up to 6 people, and it was a lot of fun. The minimum age for this is 5 years old. The minimum driver age is 21. When you get to Kualoa Ranch, get there early. They ask that you get there an hour early because there are a lot of people coming in, traveling, etc. When you get to Kualoa Ranch, after you check in, they will want to see your Safe Travels QR code that you got from the government when you arrived. If you don't have that, they're not gonna let you on. Make sure to get there early. It's about an hour drive from Waikiki to Kualoa Ranch. After Kualoa Ranch, you can pop right over here to Kualoa Regional Park. Right here, beautiful beach with plenty of parking. They even have kayak rentals right there on the side of the road. I don't think that the kayak rentals are allowed in the park because it's a regional park, so you'll find them out on the road. They do accept credit card and cash. Highly recommend getting a kayak, going out to Chinaman's Hat. You can hike it, just explore, stuff like that. It's pretty fun, it's pretty easy. One of the shameful things that we did was check out this shaved ice place just after Kualoa Ranch. We were hot, we were sweaty. It was awesome to be able to cruise up the road about 2 minutes right here. And there's a little hutch right there. The lady was so awesome. I will even say we even went 2 days in a row to get some shave ice. You cannot go to Hawaii without going to the Dole Plantation. The Dole Plantation is open 9:30 to 4:30 daily, except on Wednesdays they are closed for deep cleaning and sanitizing. Some of the experiences they have at the Dole Plantation include the train tour, the plantation garden tour, and the garden maze. We did the garden tour. If you love plants, I would highly recommend it. If you live in Florida like we do, I was not that impressed just because we have a lot of pretty plants here. It was cool to see, but I think it was a waste of the 15 bucks.
Pauline says you don't know if you would appreciate this as much as one would suspect.
When you get there, any of the tours that you want to do are going to be around the right side or around the back of the main building. Don't be alarmed. The line out the building is just to get inside to the Dole store and shop, where you can get the Dole ice cream, the grill, or any of the other candies or travel goodies and souvenirs.
What'd you get?
Pineapple slices, lahimui.
What is that?
It's like plum powder, like for eating.
I got Dole cone. $7.50.
Lastly, resorts. We were there for about 6 days. We wanted to do our hiking and our adventures in the front and then relax at the end of our trip when we were exhausted and tired. We stayed at Olina Marriott Beach Resort. This was beautiful. It was a little bit on the pricier side, but our room, we had a little kitchenette in our room, a bed, living room, stuff like that. Olina was about 40 minutes away from Waikiki. They have their own private beaches.
Ring, ring, ring. Status Fish on the Island. Can I help you?
The average cost for that was about $500 a night. If you stay at an all-inclusive resort, it is important to reserve your chair either on the beach or the pool at this specific time you're going to be. It was very difficult for us. We did not reserve a chair, so we ended up waiting in line for the people who reserved to not show up for the reservation to get their chair. And then once you got your chair, whether it be on the beach or at the pool, you had about an hour and a half to enjoy that. Then you got a text message that said, hey, we have to flip the chairs and sanitize them for the next group of guests to come in. So it is important to plan that part of your trip ahead when deciding what you want to do at the resort.
It's 4:30 on Thursday afternoon. The sun is still way high in the sky. There's a lot of light left out here. A beautiful day. And what do you know, they have to lock up the chairs. Not allowed to use them because of COVID. So they're going around kicking people out, cleaning off the beach. You can still use the beach, you just can't use the umbrella and chairs because that's where COVID is. It's not like here, it's just there.
So if you do plan on staying at the beach past 4:30, make sure to bring your own towels so you can sit out there and enjoy that. All right guys, thanks for watching. This wraps up my Hawaii experience. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. We'll see you next time.